Hey everybody, this is my feeder right here. This is what it looks like. I've got a chain. I know we've been working on my brother's feeder, but this one is mine. The chain's going up to that tree, over to this tree, and then that is my setup. You can tell it's a good ways off the ground. I'm 6 foot, and I'm still 2 feet from touching it, so it's still up. After I went in and messed with his the other day, and then I came back over here, well, mine wasn't working. So I got a new timer. This right here is what I got. It's just like it. It's a Pro Hunter 2. So I'm gonna take that one, lower it down, and replace this with the same thing that's on it, but that one quit working. So I'm gonna see if it'll lower down. I've been having a problem with my cable. It's got like a plastic coating on it, and that plastic is starting to kind of come apart, so sometimes it gets caught up in that pulley. But right now it still should have feet in it with some weight on it, so it should lower down. And my son may come help me. He's back at the cabin, but I think I just heard a four-wheeler start up or something a good ways off. So anyway, I've got a crank right over there on that tree, and then my cable comes up, you know, all the way up to there. So I'm gonna go over there and crank it down real quick. Okay, right here, that the plastic that is on that cable is kind of getting caught in that pulley. So Kyle's having to pull it down. There's not enough corn in it for the weight. I thought it would come down, but it's not. So what we decided to do, or what I decided to do, is I got the new feeder, or the timer, in my hand, and I was gonna take the old one loose, and I was gonna try to just slide it out of the way and put the new one on real quick and snap it on and be done. But it didn't work, because now, whenever I slid it over, the new one filled with corn so fast, the corn was in the way of me sliding it up and mounting it, you know, how it's supposed to mount on there. So we basically decided we were going to fill the box up that the feeder came in with corn, and then we had one bag, you know, like a plastic grocery bag, a small one, that we were going to fill it up. And then there was only a little bit left in there, so in a minute we're just going to decide to let it all out, just let it fall on the ground. All right, this is the feeder box we're going to fill up. Got it nice and full. Now I'm going to find the bag. And going to fill this bag up and just try to save as much corn as we can. And now it's at a point where we're just going to let it all on the ground. Okay, I got the finally got that old one off. What I'm gonna have to do probably is I think what's going on with this one, with this old one right here, as you can see, it's kind of rusted in there, and this timer, this spinner, it got to where it was hard to turn, and then I made it turn, but now it won't spin, so I guess that motor's probably locked up. And every time I open it, the battery's all wet in here in the bottom. And I'm thinking what's happening is when it rains, the rain comes down this and just goes straight down and gets in, you know, so gets into this compartment here. So what I'm gonna try to do is run a bead of caulk right here all the way around the bottom, kind of make a drip edge. So hopefully whenever the rain, you know, comes down this barrel, it'll get on that and then drip off. I guess this is what this is supposed to be right here, but I don't think it's working too good. I think it's coming on down. I've already caulked this up real good right here. I'm probably gonna put another layer on there just to be safe, and see if that helps keep moisture out of this battery compartment. Maybe it'll make this this feeder last a little longer than that one did, which it lasted a couple years, but you know, all that water in there, it just, I guess it just finally got to that motor. And we'll see how this one right here does. All right, I had a brand new battery, and I left it in there with that other, and now it's I don't know if the moisture got to it. It's swollen, and it's got a little bit of corrosion on the post. So I don't know if something happened. The motor shorted it. I don't know, something. I don't know. It's just, now I'm gonna have to get a new battery before I can get this going. Always something. You get one of those big bears, they still may be able to reach that. That's 8 foot. Yeah.
the 8-foot ceiling like that.
Yeah. Well,
Hopefully that one goes somewhere.
I'm just gonna set this ladder up against this tree over here, and I can do the rest from this ladder. Set that right there. In case some deer come through, maybe the ladder won't spook them any. Alright, that'll give them a little bit to eat on. Probably have a bunch of crows in here, squirrels, till the deer find it. Well, that's disappointing. I thought for sure that battery was, would be.
Definitely.
Something happened with it.
Yeah, I think.
Alright, now we gotta get a new battery. So now we're gonna have to try to either see if we can reach it or lower it back down and
I think I can reach it.
and get them out. Get the. This thing has 2 lids on it. I put a trash can lid that fits perfectly tight on it because I had one of those plastic ones before and the squirrels just ate right through it. And the lid that comes with this is terrible. And then after I put this lid on here, the squirrels got on the top, and the name of the barrel is On Time, and it's on the side of the barrel. And the squirrels leaned over and started getting hold of those where the indentation of the name is, and ate a hole in the top of the barrel and got in.
Is that on back here?
No. And one got in there and died, and then pretty much liquefied itself on when I replaced it with this one. So what I did is I got some like 6-inch sheet metal type stuff, and I put a ring around the top of it that they can't chew through, and I sprayed it with Flex Seal, and so far
I don't feel right either.
I think I've outsmarted a squirrel anyway. So anyway, when that lid goes on, within this one fits down over it really tight, and they can't chew through this.
That should be. Is that good?
It looks like it is.
Yeah, that's all.
All right. Now that piece fits tight. There it goes. That'll keep them. That'll keep them from getting in the top of it, and if they hang down past that second ring, there's really nothing. It's just slick. There's nothing for them to start grabbing with their little teeth and chewing a hole. But the way, if they would put their name farther down on the barrel or on the bottom, it'd be a lot better. But when they put it way up there on the top, and those squirrels, they just, that's where they chewed a hole in it. It's right where the name was. It's where they could get their teeth and start, getting into the barrel. And they chewed a hole big enough to crawl in it, and then when it got in there, I guess he couldn't get back out, and he just died in there, and I didn't know it.
He got too fat.
And he pretty much was liquefied by the time I found him. But I had to replace that timer with the one I just replaced again. All right, well, now we have to find a battery. So it's still not going. But hey, we got feet on the ground. All right, I got a new battery. And now what I'm gonna put that battery up in there. set it. Probably do it for 2 feedings, once in the morning, once in the evening, for just a few seconds. Not a lot of corn in it, just enough to keep some, you know, a little food put out on the ground. All right, it's not the prettiest thing, but it's gonna dry clear, but I just tried to go around the edge all the way around and on the bottom, just to try to give it some kind of a drip edge, so hopefully it won't run down the barrel and go down into the timer. I even put another layer of caulk around where the base connects to the barrel, so that it'll dry clear. But I'm not even sure how good it's gonna work, because kind of seems like it may be one that I've had here for a while in the heat of the cabin, and it just don't feel like it's very, like it's gonna stick real good. But it's all I had, so we'll see if it works and see what it looks like next time.